Okay, so welcome back. I think everything's working, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Um, so, uh, in the previous video, I was just explaining about how RocketFlag is a feature flagging tool, what feature flags are, and how they can be beneficial to your team and your software development lifecycle. So if you haven't seen that video already, just go and check that one out. This one here is just a brief overview of RocketFlag, how it works, and how it can be beneficial for your organization or team, or by yourself if you're a solo dev. The solo dev plan is actually free, so you're welcome to use that as much as you like. If you've got a team or if you've got a few projects on the go, we do have a paid upgrade which allows you to have as many projects you want. But let's get into it. So if I click on get started here and I get my face out of the way, let me just make it a bit smaller so we can see what's going on. There we go. We can go to the dashboard here. This is the console, by the way. This was the home page. So we can go to the RocketFlag console where you can configure and set up all of your flags. So in the console, you can see that I've got a project, and in that project, I've got some flags. When you first sign up and register for an account, you'll be able to hit this new project button, and here you can create a new project where you will keep all of your feature flags. These are just names to help you identify them and help you find the right environment and project. But basically, you create a project. So in this case, I've created a demo project. I've just given it a non-prod environment, and this one happened to be created 9 days ago. If you want to change it later on, you can do that too, no worries. And you can jump into the demo project, and you can see I've got here 2 flags. Both of them are enabled, and both of them are serving 50% traffic. So these ones, there's a 50% chance that you will get a flag that is true, 50% chance you get a flag that's false. So if we want to create a new flag, let's create a third one for this particular demo, and we'll call it flag 3 because I'm very inventive. And in this case, we're not sure if this flag is going to be, this is like a flag that we're not sure the feature is going to work so well. So we can drag this slider all the way down, and we're only going to serve 1% traffic. And for now, I'll leave cohorts out of it, but we'll come back to that later, and we can just create this flag. So you can see here, we've got a flag created, and there's a 1% of traffic is being served. What that means is that when people hit this flag, every time a client requests a flag, so this could be a back-end server, it could be a front-end server, a front-end web app, it could be any kind of program that's hitting it, a mobile app, for example, there's a 1% chance that they will get a true response. So if you want to go to view the details of this, we can click on the little magnifying glass, and here we get some more information. We can see that the flag's name is flag 3 and that it's turned on. We can see that it's got this identifier which we will use when we want to request it, and that there are no cohorts set, so everyone will get the same response, and that only 1% of the traffic is getting it. There's also a sample here of how this might look if you want to get this value from, say, a JavaScript front end or something like that. There'll be another video coming out with how to make use of the Node SDK as well as the Go SDK that I've got, and some samples which I can share with you later as well. So close that, and we can see that thing. So what we can do also is we can make changes to that if we want to. So we can just go, okay, well, you know what, we're happy with this flag. We're going to increase it now. Let's say we want to say 75% of our traffic is going to get this this flag because we're feeling pretty confident. So we'll save that, and we can see that visually straight away 75% of the traffic is being hit, and that we've got that for this particular flag. One of the other features is this YAML download button. So you can click on that, and what that will do is produce a YAML file which you can provide to your developers, or if you are the developer, you can use for yourself. And it basically has a list of all the flags, their IDs, and the current values of whether or not they're enabled at the time it was downloaded. So that's just sort of like a little helpful cue that you can use as like a reference guide if you want to, for example, set up environment variables for the flag IDs so that you can use them throughout the application, or things like that. There are some other bits and pieces. You can go to My Account if you want to change your name, delete your account, all that sort of stuff. And you can create more projects if you want to. And if you've got any feedback at any time, you can press this button and send me some feedback. Tell me what you love, tell me what you hate. Got some suggestions? Love to hear them, let me know. And what we'll do quickly is just demo what it looks like to actually retrieve a flag and how that looks like on the back end. Sorry, not the back end, but what the client response would look like. So let's go with flag 3, the one we just created. If I grab this URL here and just copy that, and I'll open up a new tab and I'll just do a get here. You can see straight away that we get this JSON response. I'll just zoom in a little bit just in case it's a bit small. And in this case, the dice roll ran and we got this, we got the true. But I'm willing to bet if we refresh a couple of times, we might get a false. Oh, quite a few. There we go. So true to its word, 4 refreshes and a false. 1 false out of the 3. So looking pretty good there in terms of dice throws. It's pretty close to the 75%. I'll leave it there for this one, as it's just an overview of how it works. And for the next video, we'll get into cohorts and how that might work. If you want to learn more about how cohorts work. In short, cohorts are used when you want to enable a flag just for a specific subset of users. So we'll get into that straight after this.